The only way money is created, if you understand the macro of money, which is George Gammon's world, as you know, that's where we met.
Yeah.
If we don't borrow money, there's no money created. So only until I go to the bank, I'll use my credit card. The moment I borrow money, that's when money is created. So money is created out of debt. So as savers, they don't want your money. A savings is a liability. You know why? Because the bank has to pay you interest on it. They don't want your savings. They want your credit card debt. If you understand that, everything is opposite. Let me say this: all coins have three sides: heads, tails, and the edge of the coin. And financial intelligence is stand on the edge and see what's right and what's wrong on both sides. Then make your mind up. But our schools say, well, this is right, this is wrong. That's why school teachers are. They don't even know they are. They backed up the truck. I borrowed $300 million. Now, this guy, Dave Ramsey, who's a friend of mine, he says, live debt-free. And for 95% of the population, debt-free is a good idea because you don't know anything about money. But if you have a financial education, like my rich dad taught me, which is rich dad, poor dad there, debt is money. So I use debt to buy real estate at great prices. So today, if I want to, I drive a Ferrari. I always drive nice cars, Rolls, and all this stuff. But a Ferrari is a liability. But a poor person would call it an asset. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's a liability because I got insurance, gas, taxes, all that stuff. So before I buy my Ferrari, I might buy, let's say, a mini storage. And the mini storage I buy with debt, and the cash flow from the mini storage pays for my Ferrari. So I get richer getting nice cars. But of course, Dave Ramsey would say, live below your means. Well, that's good for most losers. But you want to win, use debt. Drive the nice cars, go to Neiman and on sale. I think that's a wonderful idea. I'd rather be rich than some scum-sucking poor person. I don't mean they're scum-sucking, but why would you want to live poor? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why, but it starts in our academic system. That's where our teachers speak the language of a school teacher. I speak the language of a capitalist. I know there's an asset and liability. I know what bailout means. If you read the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island, was by G. Edward Griffin. It's the book on how the Fed was created. It's Jekyll Island, I think in 1913. Is the opening chapter is the name of the game is bailout. Mm-hmm. So every time the banks get trouble, the whole system is set up to bail out the rich. Oh, really? No, they wouldn't do that. I mean, we're supposed to be equality and all this stuff. No. This whole setup is to protect the banks and Wall Street and those guys. That's why I don't save money. I borrow money. That's why I don't own stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs like Tony Robbins recommends. I won't touch that stuff. And I don't trust the school system. So I'm an entrepreneur. I can create my own assets. I don't need to buy them from Wall Street or the banks. Well, good debt makes you rich. That's real simple. So I bought this property in San Antonio with my friend Ken McElroy. He's the genius. He wrote the book ABCs of Real Estate for me. Okay, I mean for us. But this San Antonio property had crashed, and it was mismanaged by the owners. They stripped all the copper wire out of the place. They took all the fixtures out, and then suddenly it was in foreclosure. So that's what a lot of entrepreneurs do. They take the asset and strip it. Okay. So I walk into this place, and in San Antonio, I think it was 18 to 20 million bucks. There's a toilet sitting in front of the fireplace. There was no copper wire in the walls. Carpet's all taken out. And I look at his builder, his builder goes, oh, this is a good deal. It was the biggest wreck I ever saw. So I think we picked up, let's just keep it simple. We bought for $20 million with debt because the bank wanted to get rid of it because it's a liability to the bank because nobody's paying on it. And the taxes are not being paid. So we pick it up for like 20, we fix it, and this is again the language of money. We increase NOI, net operating income. So the moment we rehabbed it, which was all borrowed money, we got the rent up and net operating income increased. And then it was now, let's say, from 20 million to 40 million. And most people would flip it, right? Oh, I'll get 40 million bucks. you don't flip, because the moment you flip it, you have capital gains tax. So what we do is we borrow out the equity and we bought more property.
Oh, wow.
So debt is tax-free. If you can understand that one. So that's how powerful the banking system is. So I'm not against the banks. I like debt, tax-free money, which is debt. And like Dave Ramsey, live debt-free, get out of debt, live below your means. I'm going, why? You don't have to if you do the language of money.